Today, I'm going to tell you a little bit about two copy credentials, what we do, and then we will talk specifically about this use case that many of you have, where you would like to approve or sign documents or design documents of different sizes. So let's get started. We always begin with our mission. We like to share our mission with our audience. So we are here to build a digital signature platform of choice for organizations to issue and exchange authenticated documents in a secure way globally. This is the mission that we are on. Now, coming to the problem, um, that is the basis of today's webinar, is the approvals of designs, or how that happens. So if it's a manual process where let's say your design software has generated the design, it's ready as a PDF, and then it's printed, and then the people who are supposed to approve it or sign it, they have to manually do it. So let's say person one signs it, then the design is taken to the next approver, who would then sign it, and so on and so forth. And physical signatures, these always lead to wasted time, because if a particular signatory is not available in the office, let's say, then the signature is pending and the approvals get delayed. So delays, they introduce inefficiencies, and inefficiencies always add to the cost. So this is the problem that traditional way of doing things you will face, where you're actually printing designs and taking signatures on them. So we will head into the demo now, and in case if you have any questions, we will take the questions at the end of the session. So I request everybody to just put in your question in the Q&A section. I'm sorry I missed mentioning that at the beginning, but if you could just record your question, you could note down your question in the Q&A section. We will come to it at the end of the session. So talking about the demo, this is a very specific use case that we will cover, because TrueSigner 1 itself is a pretty large platform with a whole bunch of features. And for this session, we will restrict to showing you an event size design that is getting approved or signed by two individuals, one after the other, that is in a serial fashion. So let's get into the demo. This is the portal screen. There's a login now happening. Logging into the portal takes you here. You can head straight into the quick sign. You can select the file that you want to sign. So here's a design that has been a layout design that has been chosen. And a lot of things can be set over here in terms of parameters, like electronic sign, the sign size. You can put a file description here, document expiry, if you want to give email reminders, and so on, right? So a whole lot of parameters there. Next step is to add the signers. So these are sequential signers. So the first signer is being added. So this is self-sign has been checked, because the person who's using the portal is going to be the first signer. So we click the self-sign, and then we add the next sequential signer, where the name has been entered, their email ID has been put in. If you want, you can put in the mobile number if you're enabling the OTP. If you want them to be reviewers only, then you can select the review only option, so that they will only have the ability to review the document. You can also enable an alternate signer. This feature can be used if if somebody is on leave, so then you can enable an alternate signer who will get the link after the set number of days, and so on. So we save this now, So there are two signers. These are sequential signers. We move ahead and we can now select the location where we want the signature to appear in the document. So if you see here at the bottom of the design, uh, these are the blocks. This is the table in which we would like the two signers to have their signature embedded. So we are setting that up, right? If you have multiple documents in the similar format where these two signers will be signing, you can also save the workflow so that you don't have to do all of this setup with every design. Now the next step is you can customize the email that will go to the signer with the link. So you can the email subject can be modified, email body can be modified. You can put in based on the text that you would want to send to the signers. There are additional features here. You could password protect this. You can maybe give attachments as well. If you wanted to give more context to the email, you could give attachments. And then you could also have a CC email ID specified there who would also receive the signed document. All right. So now it is ready to be sent. This workflow can also be saved. Can confirm it. The document has been initiated. Now, in the My Signatures tab, if you remember, the first signer was the person who initiated the document. So they can view this particular transaction here. The status is pending. There are several actions there where they can go ahead and sign, reject, or they can view the audit log. Now, if they decide to go ahead and sign it, they accept the terms of service and they can proceed from there. You can see that they are able to view the design here, and you can see that the block that was marked for the signature location is seen there as well. Now the signatures can be, the electronic signatures can be in the form of a cursive name. They can use an image, they can upload an image over there, or they can even draw the sign as well. Right. So the first signer has completed the signature, and now the second signer, as you can see, the status is seen as pending. Okay. They will receive an email and with the link to sign the document. They can click on the link. Again, they are taken to the portal, just like the first signer who could sign it right there from the portal, but the second signer has received a link in the email. They can go ahead and as they proceed, they can see the view the design. They can see that the first signer has already signed, and they can also go ahead and complete the signature in a similar way. Again, the three options are available, where cursive name, they can use an image where they select an image file, they can upload that, or they can simply draw the sign. So this is very convenient. If you're using it on your phone or a tab, you can just draw your signature right there. And then the second signer has also completed the signing successfully. Going back into the portal, if you look at this transaction, it is marked as complete. Both the signers have signed the document, right? The signed file can be downloaded from there. The audit file, the audit trails can also be downloaded from there. And if you wanted to look at what it covers, that can be done. And the signed file can also be emailed to somebody from here if you wanted to do that. So this is the signed design. We're just scrolling down to show that both signatures have been completed. Just zooming in a little bit so you get a better view of this. You can see both the signatures there. There is also this document is sealed and certified by True Copy Credentials, which is using its digital signature certificate to do that. The signature panel will give details about this signature and so on. And this file is the audit file, which is also again digitally signed or certified by True Copy Credentials. So both these files are tamper-proof because they have been digitally signed. And the data with respect to the hash of the file, the signing time, and several other parameters are captured here as well. That was the demo. I hope you were able to take a look at it.